All right, guys. Super frustrated. I've been trying to get on for like 20 minutes here. Where did the chart go? Oh, there we go. And right around here is where you should have closed out of a short position. This move to the upside is the end of that sideways rotation. We might come back to a low right at the close. It's possible, but if we do, there's going to be a big move off of it, like in the last few minutes. To the upside. So either this move to the upside or what we're seeing at the. I'd probably wait until closer to the close just to be on the safe side, but I would open up a short position there. This is a pretty solid reading to start the year. This is really on point. We also, with the January readings, we started doing a new system for determining the open in relation to where the prior day's close was, and it looks like that's pretty solid as well. It was a significant move to the downside to a trough. And then we had that peak midday. That's the abundance card here around 12:30. A move higher, and then we come back down. We break the resistance momentarily, creating a peak, and then we break back down through that same price level shortly thereafter, followed by a decline through multiple support levels. Failure card, and then the sorrow card is like these three pokes, and then a decline into that trade opportunity, right around 3 o'clock to close out of a short. Or you probably could open up a long there too. It might be a little risky, but you could probably have opened up a long there too to close in the midst of this move to the upside at the end of the day. Hey Ellen, hey Robert, Happy New Year. So with that move to the upside, you'd want to open up a short in anticipation of a pretty notable move here. There's also indications that the trade should have been made here at the high. You all right, buddy? You want to go to sleep? And there's an important price level on a 1 month chart scale minimum that should be the low here today. So let's take a look from like a 1 month chart. See if we can't figure that out. I don't get why it keeps doing this. It's really annoying. Lots of bugs today. Lots and lots of bugs. I mean, it looks like we're there now. We're pretty much at it. We might go a little lower. Like we could go to here, which is like 470.67 maybe, but really we're pretty much at the low for today, I should say. So just to be clear, guys, I'm trying this new system, but I would not trade based on these arrows. I'm testing this system out. All right, it's not something that you want to rely upon. This arrow to the left. This is just that's just notes for me from a research standpoint to remember what I predicted. Using a new system that needs to be tested. Could you ask, please, if algo will reach 50 cents USD in January? Algo? and it went to SPY anyways. Like, great. So you want to know if it's going to go to 50 cents in January? Okay, so here in January, we see this sideways rotation. This is probably already sideways rotation. I wonder what the 2023, the end of 2023 was. Oh, I didn't do an algo 2023. Okay, so sideways rotation. We're already in the midst of that. There should be a sharp drop in the midst of that, taking us to a trough or a lowest low for the year thus far. Oh, this was a really interesting reading. I'm not exactly sure what these arrows are indicating, but there's some sort of relationship there. I think it's probably highs. But we'll see as the year progresses. So there's going to be a drop to a low, and then possibly it looks like a new high in later January. I got a yes for that in January, 50 cents. And the cards do, it adds up like it could. What was it about AMC Holdings, Robert, about that reading specifically that stood out? Hey, Terry Tees. She did it. I thought I shut you off. Little pain in the butt. Hope you had a good New Year too, Terry. I'm gonna have to start calling you TT. Ah, gotcha. Cool. Yeah, so we're probably still, it looks like we're probably still in sideways rotation, and we should do that for a little bit. There's still about 30 minutes left, a little bit more. What you want, Goof? He's such a good boy, you know? He's such a good boy. Everybody loves you, you know? So there'll be this big move to the upside. And if it doesn't take place at the end of the day, I really think it's going to take place here at the end of the day. Opportunity to open up another short. Hey, it was like Bitcoin for the week. Yeah, I'm not sure where my webmaster is. I haven't heard from him yet. He might be like like traveling right now. Bitcoin 2024. Let me close off this 2023. We don't need this anymore. Oops. I had to screenshot this because somehow I erased the file, so I had to screenshot it from the video. It's going to annoy me all year. Yeah, so you see how we started roughly around here with Bitcoin on the first, and then back to it by the second. Like, well, not the first. I should say the very beginning of the day on the second to the end of the day on the second. That's like equal amounts of bulls and bears, inflow and outflow, back and forth, usually ending kind of sideways. That's the change card right there, and there should be a trough right here that we have a big move to the upside out of around the cusp of the first. Excuse me, that already happened. I'm sorry, that was this right here, the first into the second. So we got that well too, and then this is kind of like also like a prominent move higher. What we should see next is another move to the upside on the third. So we've created a high here on the second as indicated. And technically, there's a low there. There's a trough here. First thing in the morning on the first. Or excuse me, that's the second. Let's see. A trough. Here. Trough first thing in the morning. Big move higher end of the day. That's more sideways fluidity. Big move to the upside. Prominent move higher. Full retracement. We should see a big move back to the same high or a higher one here on the third, fourth. A period of volatility on the fourth that'll end with another fast, sudden move higher. And it's hard to determine if we're going to do sideways rotation near those highs or if we're going to come back down and do sideways rotation before meeting the highs again. But by the 5th, 6th, I think that we'll see higher price levels. How did I miss that? There's probably a significant trough. Well, I have a trough here, but this might even be close to a lowest low here. Interesting. But I wouldn't consider, just to be clear, I don't think I would consider this the lowest low because it's so right on the edge. Oh, sorry, I keep looking at the wrong day. Jesus, that's so annoying. Lowest low, right? I wouldn't consider this. Well, this is a different kind of move. Yeah, okay, you could. This we'll consider this price level lowest low thus far. Like right around here. So this is pretty solid reading thus far, guys. We had a highest high here. We had a trough here after sideways fluidity, big move to a highest high, right? So I think we'll probably see the same high and then a higher high. Hey, AV, Happy New Year. Yeah, almost all of the January, February readings that I've done were like really kind of like wild back and forth between highs and lows. How's Hey B? How's SPY looking? I'll come back to that Dogecoin in a minute. Where did it go? Oh, right there. Wow. Broke out right there at the end of the year, guys. I mean, like, we nailed that. That science card was important here at the low. I'm going to mark this off as the science card. I'm going to go with 470.50. Yeah, see, it looks like we're coming back to those lows, and then we should have another move to the upside there. And in the midst of the move to the upside there, I would open up a short in anticipation of this cash out opportunity first thing in the morning. I'd also open up a long position there. You could close that long position midday. Either you could close it here at a peak, brief peak that's easily missed, followed by a decline and then more rally. Midday, you could probably close it. Or even wait until the fourth. This is kind of a secondary type of correlation here, this lust card. We have a lust card trade correlation on the 1 month, and then the card appears here. I thought that was interesting. Kind of investigating those type of connections now. Hey, Raymond. Um, I'll come back to that in just a minute. SPY hit 465 tomorrow. I gotta mark off that Ace of Swords as well. That's important. Comes up both days. It's probably the same high tomorrow. Or sorry. Maybe not. All right, so does it hit 465 tomorrow, SPY? I got a yes for that, and it was the science card. That's pretty low. But I got a yes, and that seems like it could be pretty... It looks realistic to me. Yeah, I don't think we open higher. If I said that in the forecast, I definitely made an error there. But in any case, tomorrow's where I'd want to get into a long position. Probably hold that until this Princess of Wands on the 5th. Are they all at the beginning of the month? No, we go higher into mid-month, and then we have a significant drop around the 12th or the 15th into lows again, and then back to highs. It's really mixed, like all of the January readings. Happy New Year, Proof. All right, so who did I skip here? So does the volatility with equities continue for the remainder of the week? All right, Hermes, you want to go down? Go. Yeah, pretty much. It's going to be kind of wild back and forth. See the lows more than once. So you might, if you wanted to do a day trade, it's a little risky, but you might consider doing like opening a long position at this level. We might go down to 470.64, but there should be a move there. It's probably pretty risky. I don't think I would do that. I would just wait for the move to the upside to open a short. That's what I would do. And if we don't see a move to the upside, I wouldn't open the short. I would wait until tomorrow, because then that probably means we do open higher. If we don't see a move to the upside at the close, there's a good chance we do open higher in that case. But I don't think I think we're going to see a move to the upside here in the last few minutes. The general trend direction of snow coming 2 weeks. Yeah, right there on the 12th, that big move on the 11th There's a cash out on the 12th there in BTC, significant cash out. That's actually a place you would open a short as well and close a short probably the next day or the following day. AV, you're just gonna have to be patient on that. We are seriously backed up right now, and I have to get February readings out before I do any more 2024s. They slowed my monthlies down. I was way ahead going into December, but coming out of December, I was way behind because of all the 2024s. We're looking to hire a uh, video editor as well, so we're in the midst of doing that, and then that'll bring us back up to speed. But you'll have to be patient until then. AV can't go any faster than I'm going. All right, general trend direction for snow coming 2 weeks. I forgot to answer that. I can take a look at it for you, though. We don't have to wait until it releases to look at it. Um, Yikes. What a start to 2024 for snow, my God. What's the general trend direction for snow over the next 2 weeks? Let me do that over. I gotta clear my mind. All right, so I'm advised to be really cautious this week. It looks like a lot of back and forth sideways behavior going on. It was like I pulled the prudence card for this week, but it kinetically like went sideways. It's like, yeah. So I'd be very cautious, and in the midst of decline, there should be opportunity there to open up a long position. The following week is more volatility and a sharp drop that'll stand out in that period of volatility. But my sense is that there's some swinging going on through the next 2 weeks, really. I shuffled them like in reverse. It's so annoying. Sorry, guys. Good old Mercury retrograde energies in effect. Yeah. Over the next 2 weeks, real back and forth going on there. Tesla, will Tesla be higher in February than in January? I think it's probably the same high. Let's take a look. What the heck? Oh, I thought it was missed. I didn't see it. I thought it was missing for a sec. I was like, what? So you can see that cross-reading congruency right there. Um, that's the theme card on the 10-year for 2024. So we have a high here in January, and then I think we probably come back. Oh, interesting. It's probably the same high that we have in January. We see again like around the cusp of February, March. And the February readers are going to be coming out relatively soon. They should be out already, but like I said, guys, we're really backed up. That's why we're looking for an editor. I have an interview, probably somebody that we'll hire tonight. It's February. I got to keep that here for now. No, actually, I could put that out there because it would be posted already. Yeah, it's probably the same high, right? We've got the top, upper end of a range highlighted here in February. And there's that big move to the upside, guys. I will be taking this as an opportunity to open up. I probably open up a partial long right now and then add to it if we go higher here. Or excuse me, a partial short, a partial short. I'd open up a partial short right now. And then if we go higher, open up more, like add to it with the anticipation of closing tomorrow in the morning. Either first thing in the morning or after this brief peak that's easily missed, followed by a decline through multiple supports. PYR. Right, so then the exit will be tomorrow here in the midst of this stuff. It may be that we open lower and then rally in the pre-market into a peak and then like a failed attempt to break through resistance and then a decline. That might take place. So it'll be like first thing in the morning, or if it's not first thing in the morning, it'll be a little bit later in the morning after some mixed behavior. And when I exit out of that, I would also look to open up a long position to close the long position when we have this breakout midday. Yeah, see, this is why I said open up a partial, because this was an important price level here. Is that right, or is it a crypto? Are we talking about the stock or the crypto PYR? All right, and so that's why I said a partial, because we might go higher, and you can see we have gone a little bit higher. So I would add to that, probably wait till the close to see how high we go, and I'd probably add to the short there right at the close. Because there's a trade signification here right at the close in the midst of this move to the upside, which is how I was able to determine there's a good move to the upside that would offer a trade opportunity. For those of you who are like, what the hell, how did he do that? Like, there's a book. I explained it all in the book. It's actually on sale on our website. Under shop ebook right here. Now we have all sorts of other products that you can purchase as well. We're not selling the deck that I use, because for whatever reason they aren't producing it right now. The closest deck is this one, and there are a couple of changes that are talked about in the book. There's only a few of them. Other than that, this is a very similar deck, but it's the only other deck that I would approve of utilizing the system. Any other type of tarot deck does not. I would not even consider using it. It's not tarot. It's actually oracle. Very big difference. These are incense that I utilize when I'm doing my readings, candles, stuff like that. Crypto. All right, so January we've got a sideways fluctuating rally that precedes a notable decline that's like on the scale of a multi-day chart. And then February we have a decline to and through support, meet another support, and then we rotate sideways along that support. And that's probably support on like a year-to-date scale. Does the short on Bitcoin on the 12th correspond to the whole crypto market? It's a good question. Oh yeah. There's something going on there, guys. So I'm not sure. Mentioned it in another video that I did, but I kind of got the decline that I was seeing around because I was doing January readings during December, and the decline here on the 12th, 13th, 14th. I think I like I squished it together with the Black Swan event that we had. They were kind of two separate things. So there's a Black Swan event. It had an impact, but not a huge one. But what I was really focused on, there's some sort of event that takes place here around the 12th, 13th, 14th. Not sure exactly what it is, but I'm seeing that in a lot of readings. Yeah, so guys, right here around around these price levels, I would add to my short position. Or if I didn't open one, I would open a short position here. Oh, right. And then the lust card. All right. So, and then when I get into the long positions tomorrow, what I would want to do is wait for this lust card on the 4th. That's where I would exit. I wouldn't, you could exit here, but I would wait till this lust card. That's the real trade, I think. I'd probably exit here and then maybe if I have another opportunity, which I might here around the end of the day or at the close, I'd open up another long position to close in this strife card. That's what I would do. Yeah, see prudence here on the 14th. There's a higher on the 11th, 12th, and then prudence card. Oh. Yeah, there's a pretty big drop here. See, I even have it kind of circled off here in black, translucent black, which I never really do. That's indicating unicursal hexagram energy here between like starting around the 11th, 12th, and moving all the way into like the 18th, where we see a kind of like a bottom out. That's shibcoin, and we should see a similar thing. Bitcoin, we've got a low here, an Ace of Cups on the 16th. Shib death card there. Where's the Doge? We've got the Princess of Cups here as well. I mean, this very bottomy kind of energy. I also have this marked off as unicursal kind of hexagram energy. Hey, AO Mayo, welcome. Appreciate the information. So that's probably got something to do with it. Let's see. I'm seeing something legal, like legislative or legal. Maybe legislative or legal, but then you've got this energy here at the high, which is roughly around here, and that's very like economic kind of energy too. So maybe it has to do with both. All right, guys, I'm gonna roll after this last question. CLV crypto, month of January, overall trend direction and behavior. To the downside, bearish price swings or a significant drop. All right, guys, and with that, I'm going to leave you. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and for watching. Have a great start to the new year. I know I have, and a lot of that is in good part to you guys here. So thank you very much for your support, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Blessings to all my angel investors. You know where to go. You know what to do. I'll see you.